What's up YouTube, Saf here on Super Saf TV, and it's Notch versus Notch. We've got the OnePlus 6 versus the iPhone 10 for a speed test today, and in the usual style we'll be looking at everything from benchmark scores to regular social apps, moving on to games, and finishing off with RAM management. Now if you like the skins that I've got here on my devices, then definitely check out our channel sponsor Dbrand. OnePlus 6 skins are now available, and I'm going to be leaving a link to them in the description below. So kicking off with Geekbench, the iPhone does score higher both with the single and multi-core scores. And although the multi-core score isn't significantly higher, the single core score is. Let's see how this translates to real world performance. So you can see here that we've got all apps closed in the background, and these are the apps that we'll be using. Starting off with Twitter, it was quicker on the OnePlus 6, going into notifications. Slightly quicker on the iPhone 10, Instagram. Quicker once again on the OnePlus 6, going onto my profile. Seemed to be quicker once again on the OnePlus 6 and opening an image. Once again slightly quicker on the OnePlus 6, but there was a bit of an animation on the iPhone 10. Now we're moving on to Facebook Pages Manager, and this was once again quicker on the OnePlus 6. We're going to move on to YouTube. And we've got slightly different content here, so we're going to play a video. We'll just play this first one here. Starts playing right away on the OnePlus 6, and it's lagging slightly on the iPhone 10, I'm not sure why. Eventually does start playing, but it was definitely quicker on the OnePlus 6. Now let's move on to games. So we're going to start off with Angry Birds 2, and you can notice this timer at the bottom. And this is because we're doing things Super Saf style, and this is going to tell us exactly how long each of these take. And in this instance, it was the OnePlus 6 that was slightly quicker compared to the iPhone 10. Moving on, we've got Mario Run. Once again, this timer is here at the bottom. And it does finish first on the OnePlus 6. The iPhone 10, okay, we've got an error here on the iPhone 10. Both devices are connected to the same Wi-Fi network, so I'm not sure why this is. Okay, it's come back on. Let's tap to begin. Once again, there seems to be a bit of a problem here on the iPhone 10. I'm not sure why this is, but anyway, we'll move on. We're gonna go on to Sonic-2, Sonic Boom. And this was quicker on the OnePlus 6. So far the OnePlus 6 does seem to be quicker overall. Let's move on. We've got Temple Run. Alright, and this time it was actually quicker on the iPhone 10. So that's interesting. Let's play the game and we'll move on. Subway Surfers. Quicker on the iPhone 10 by a few seconds. We'll close this ad, we'll play the game, and let's move on to the next game, which is Dead Trigger 2. Once again, the intro screen quicker on the iPhone 10, so the iPhone does seem to be catching up. We're going to be playing the game here, and this was also quicker on the iPhone 10 by a few seconds actually. Moving on, we've got Asphalt 8. iPhone 10, but only by a slight bit, so very close. We're going to go on to Real Steel Robot Wars, which is our final game. Yes, we're loading up lots of games, but that is so we can test the RAM management out later. And it was the iPhone 10. The OnePlus 6 still loading. And the OnePlus 6 comes in almost double the time after the iPhone 10. We'll play the game. And the iPhone 10 yet again, and the OnePlus 6 coming in a few seconds later. Right, now let's test out RAM management. So we'll see how many of these games and apps are still open in the background. So Asphalt 8 is in the same place on both devices. Dead Trigger 2 in the same place. Subway Surfers in the same place. We can resume the game. Temple Run, same place. Once again, we can resume the game. So far so good. Sonic Dash is also in the same place on both devices. Now remember, Mario Run we skipped because of the issue. And going on to Angry Birds 2, this does have to reload on the iPhone 10, whereas it's in exactly the same place where we left it on the OnePlus 6. This seems to be thanks to the 8GB of RAM that we have here. I'm gonna go into YouTube. Once again, this is in exactly the same place that we left it on the OnePlus 6, but it does have to completely reload on the iPhone 10. Same situation with the Facebook Pages Manager. And Instagram, once again, has to completely reload on the iPhone 10, whereas it is in the exact same position where we left it on the OnePlus 6. Twitter finally loads up straight away on the OnePlus 6, but it does take a few seconds to reload on the iPhone 10. So there we have it, guys. That is the speed test between the OnePlus 6 and the iPhone 10. Some interesting results. The OnePlus 6 initially did seem to do really well and was loading up all of the apps and games quicker compared to the iPhone 10. But some of the later games, the iPhone 10 did load up quicker. So in terms of speed, I think I would call it a bit of a draw. However, when it does come to RAM management, then the OnePlus 6 is definitely king, leaving every single app and game open exactly where we left it, whereas the iPhone 10 with less RAM was unable to keep all of those open. What did you guys think of the results? Definitely drop me a comment below and let me know. Also let me know in the comments which Super SAF style video you'd like to see next. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If you did, then do hit that thumbs up button for me. And if you have already, then be sure to subscribe and switch on notifications. We've got lots more content coming up on here. Thanks for watching. This is Saf on Super Saf TV. I'll see you next time.